So this summer, just like every summer, I decided to transform my backyard, trying to do a little artwork with my lawn care, right? So I took my lawnmower, I got this big league striping kit on it, and I'm just gonna create some really nice stripes. So this particular day, the sun was shining. You could smell the grass in the air, and I decided to go diagonally to put the stripes in the backyard. So you just get in the back, you start up your mower, you hear that mower engine running, and you're like, all right, I'm in my element. Sometimes when I'm out there, I try to imagine like I'm doing the groundskeeping for some big stadium, right? I got my striping kit on there, and I'm just pressing these blades of grass down so I can create that light, dark stripe effect. So the first thing I do is I start, with a back and forth pattern, but then I go over it a second time so that light reflects really well. Sometimes you'll see in the background my neighbors peeking out their window, or they're just watching me trying to figure out, why is this grass so nice, or why is this guy so into this lawn? Now, the one thing you got to realize, a lot of times it's not that easy to make the straightest lines. You just look forward and you aim for something and you try to get that first line as straight as possible. Sometimes you'll get a little curve in that line, and all you can do is you can just laugh and then try to correct it on the next path. But that will happen. It takes a little bit of practice to get it as straight as you possibly can. So after what felt like a couple of hours, I finally finished. You step back, you look to admire what you did, right? So you're looking around the lawn, you got your camera, and you're like, man, this grass is shining. This is looking good. You look at your masterpiece, basically. Every now and then, more often than not, my neighbors who've been watching this entire time, or some of them that walk around, they'll come over, they'll say, man, that grass looks good. Or how did you get that grass like that? How do you get those lines? And I explain it to them because I got the coolest neighbors around, man. I mean, not one of my neighbors is a bad neighbor. But my backyard usually is the go-to spot for barbecues and gatherings and stuff like that. Sometimes I have fantasy football friends over, and a lot of times people just look at those stripes and they're like, man, this lawn is so soft and the stripes on this lawn is crazy. And I just let them know, hey, I put my big league striping kit on the back of it and I just go to work.